Hello everybody, welcome to All Americans First News. Today we're going to talk about North Korea and the provocation in the Korean Peninsula. Now Kim Jong-un has been continuing to saber rattle and test the American government, including Donald Trump's patience, and has been regularly missile testing, shooting missiles out into the Sea of Japan. And, there's been some discussion about, well, what if he is saying that he's going to do a missile test and it's not actually a test and actually aims that sucker at Japan or South Korea. Now, Kim Jong-un has also come out and publicly stated that if there is any military action by the United States against North Korea, he will retaliate with a merciless and unending strike against South Korea and the United States. Donald Trump has moved a large Navy conglomerate of ships and battleships and all that into several parts of the world, but particularly in the Korean Peninsula, we now have, I believe it's at least 2 aircraft carriers and most likely some top secret nuclear submarines in the area. However, nobody can really confirm that, but I believe we probably do have some submarines in the area that are capable of carrying intercontinental ballistic missiles that could fire from hundreds of miles away, if not thousands of miles away, and strike Pyongyang at the heart. So what we've been talking about lately, and what we've been hearing a lot about lately, is that Donald Trump's resolve in this situation is unending. Donald Trump is committed to denuclearizing North Korea and has been working with the Chinese in this area. China has decided to put a little bit of pressure on North Korea economically in this situation, and in particular has not been buying as much coal from North Korea and has decided to buy more coal from America in order to apply some economic pressure. And when you think about China, there's one thing that you have to understand is that the People's Liberation Army is not the Chinese nation's military. The People's Liberation Army is actually a military wing of the Chinese Communist Party. So when you're talking about President Xi of China, he has his own political military might, and he is working with the North Koreans, who have stated that they have 1.4 million active members and 7 million in reserves. They just conducted a massive military parade, and then they decided to test a missile, and it failed upon launch. It's all over the internet. It was a big spectacle. But on Fox News, the former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, has alluded to the fact that America may be conducting cyber warfare against North Korea and basically shutting down that missile when they launched it with electronic warfare. So he stated that if we're going to be conducting this type of warfare against North Korea, and Kim Jong-un has recently stated within the last day or so that he is committed to testing missiles on a weekly basis, if not monthly basis, to continue the provocation against the South Koreans and America, since we're committed to protecting them, that, Newt Gingrich said, well, if we're going to continue this cyber warfare, then he can shoot as many missiles as he wants if he wants to have a failed missile every time. So, tensions continue to rise, rhetoric continues to come out from North Korea. The president has publicly stated his resolve will not end. Vice President Mike Pence took a visit to South Korea and went right up to the DMZ, which is a bold move, and stated that North Korea does not need to test the patience of Donald Trump. Right after that, we moved some aircraft carrier power from a battle group over there, and we are continuing to monitor the situation in the North Korean peninsula, and I believe that this is going to come to a head. Are we heading towards a nuclear conflict with North Korea? Do we have the capability to shoot down a nuclear missile fired from North Korea if they aim it at Seoul in time before it hits? That's a big question. So there's also been some news that's come up, and it's not been really covered that much in the mainstream media, but I have information that Donald Trump is considering and talking with his top military advisors about placing nuclear armaments in South Korea to kind of equal the balance until we can deal with this nuclear situation in North Korea. Now, what is all this end game going to mean? I believe that in the very near future, we are either going to see a major conflict come up, or North Korea is going to self-destruct. So we're going to have to continue to watch this story. We're going to have to continue to stay on top of this story and bring the information out there as it becomes available. Right now, it's one of the hot topics in the mainstream media and on our channel. We're just going to continue to watch this as it develops. My name is Johnny Jetrod, and thank you for watching All America's First News. We will bring you this story as it develops. Share this report, hit the like button, make a comment in the section below, and please tap that bell for future notifications and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, America.